Thanks, Dorothy. The only thing that, as Robert was speaking, I heard a lot of presumptions. And the question that I ask is, who is we? He said we an awful lot, but I'm not we. And I know that many people in this room aren't we. So who exactly is we? That was sort of the first thing that really jumped out, because whether it's, you know, the origins of this country, the writing and framing of the Constitution, the qualification for being able to participate in the polity, whatever it is that you're talking about, there's some presumptions about who's we. And as I think Bob and I both, or Robert and I both, are asking who are we as the United States, what does the United States stand for? When we talk, I think we need to be really clear about who it is that we are referring to. Who is we? The second thing that I would suggest is that this system is the way it is because it was meant to be that way. Certain interests are being served. Certain interests from the very beginning have been served. And those interests were the very same interests that made me the as Jacques Scheer writes. Who is the person, the other person, the outer person, as opposed to the inner person? Well, I guess this is very good that I get the inside-outside award, because for most of my understanding of my identity inside this country, I'm not a part of the we. So I'm very careful about when I say certain things about what U.S. policy is, because I don't use the word we because I'm not a part of it. And what I have done is to try and make that very clear, not just in the things that I've done in terms of, you know, spending my birthday in front of the Pentagon, declaring my independence from the national leaders that made my country complicit in war crimes, torture, crimes against humanity, and crimes against the peace. But also in recognizing that the point of most important political participation in this country is the point at which those people who are characterized as the become political. They become politicized, and they express that their dissent, or again, as Scheer says, their dissensus instead of the consensus. And what I would hope is that we will also discuss ways in which we can highlight or bring in stark relief how it is that we can be more effective in communicating our dissensus with the state of the polity as it is today, such that more and more people are being left out. The last thing I would say is this, and that is that when it was just Native Americans, very few people recognized. When it was just Native Americans and blacks, very few people recognized. When it was just Native Americans, blacks, and immigrants. But now, the system that has been constructed is very functional for a certain group of people, and that group of people have names. It's not just corporations is not just members of the government, is not just members of the elite, is not just the 1%, is not just the special interests. It is people, individual people who have names, who are exercising their authority over us. Our objective has got to be to reassert our right to self-determination and the qualification of what it is to be an American and what the United States stands for.